What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. I am your host, Jacob Keith, here for night number 2 of the recruitment racing here at Kokomo. It is that time that we please ask you to please stand up and remove your hats as we do tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, we have 3 non-stop classes of racing action, non-stop racing action of 3 different classes racing here tonight. 360 sprint cars kicking off the show first and foremost. Following the 360 sprint cars, we will have the super late models and then the legend cars. I want to call them the super legends for some reason all the time. But we have the legend cars coming up right after the super late models. But right now, the 360 sprint cars are out here doing their thing, practicing it up. Tonight's racing brought to you by Chummy Motorsports, JLJ Enterprise Incorporated, Lamb's Custom Decals, Ayers iRacing Paints. Head on over to Ayers iRacing Paints if you need a paint scheme for any car, and use hashtag DDIRN for a 20% discount on your next purchase. Also sponsored by Live Golf Life. If it weren't for Live Golf Life, these last few recruitment races wouldn't have happened. So shout out to Live Golf Life for hooking us up and helping us out. Just sit tight here with us. We will get the HRH Motorsports weather report up for tonight's 360 sprint car race. It looks like it's 77 degrees out here with 75% humidity. Partly cloudy, 10 miles an hour wind. We're on North Davis Road. here in Kokomo, Indiana at Kokomo Speedway, the quarter mile dirt. That is Kokomo Speedway. This 360 Sprint Car is kicking off the show here first for the Dirt Dog International Developmental Recruitment Racing Series, which starts in October on the 9th, coming up this season. Each division will have a chance to run for points champion to win a few miscellaneous prizes, but the main prize is said to be a t-shirt. We are working with sponsors to maybe possibly be able to get trophies too. We will see and look into that. But for now, it is just t-shirts. And if anything changes, we will let everybody know. Make sure you head on over to the dirtdoginternational.wixsite.com/website and keep up with all your drivers and stuff once the season starts in October. I just recently learned that our store is not working. We have some merchandise listed over there, but the store is not working, not until we purchase our domain and stuff so we can change the website's name and all that good stuff. So here soon we will have our store open and ready to be able to purchase some stuff here. So these guys are 15 seconds away from practice ending. And I don't know about you folks, but I am ready to rip, rock, and roll. Go ahead and shout it out in the comments. Who are you rooting on here tonight? We're live, 2 different spots, Facebook and YouTube as well. If anybody out there wants to let me know here in YouTube land whether or not the stream looks good or if it's chopping, if it looks looking kind of funky or anything, just let me know. We should have a good race here tonight, though. Oh, here we go. Starting grid for heat number 1 just popped up on the screen. Here we go. Looks like we got Brandon Matson starting here on the pole here in that number 21. Supposed to be to his outside, Mr. Robert Crawley. But he hasn't gridded yet. The 25 here of Curtis Klinger. Starting in the 3rd spot, Devin Simmons. Starting 4th here in that number 15. Supposed to be in the 5th spot, Parker Birch, but Eric G. Gann going to grid up for the 6th position. Brody Brown in the 18 machine, starting 7th. And Ryan Carlisle tailing the end of the field here in the 38. It's supposed to be grid 9th, but a couple guys did not grid. Oh, Parker Birch in the 35 machine just gridding up. So 2 drivers not gridding up here for this heat race number 1 of the 360 sprint cars for our recruitment racing. Curtis Klinger got some shouting outs out there. Got some fans rooting on Mr. Curtis Klinger in the 25 here. All the way out of Canada. That number 25. Yeah, we will be having the super late models right after the 360 sprint cars, followed by the legend cars. So we have 2 other classes of racing tonight. Tonight we have the 360 sprint cars kicking off the show. And we will get ready to rip, rock, and roll for heat number 1. The green flag comes out for Brandon Matson. Curtis Klinger now making his way up to the 2nd position, already in 1 quarter. That number 25 looking like a rocket out here in Kokomo Speedway. Ryan Carlisle to the outside, trying to hang on behind Parker Birch. That 33 machine trying to lead the 38 in the dust on the outside as they go down low. Coming out of 3 and 4, heading down to 1 and 2, staying about mid. Ryan Carlisle not too far off, trying to hang on right to the outside. The 38 clipping the 33 in the back. Ryan Carlisle as the caution comes out. Back and check that out again here. Looks like Curtis Klinger crashed to here. 25. Out high. A little sideways here. Looked like he clipped the inside tire there. Bringing the 33 around. Causing a chain reaction there with Ryan Carlisle. And the 33, Parker Birch. It's very unfortunate there for all drivers involved. As Curtis Klinger clips the inside tire, bringing the caution out tonight, will be the 33 of Parker Birch. Get these guys re-racked and stacked and lined up, ready to rip, rock, and roll here for this Dirt Dog International Recruitment race. I believe the pace truck is off, the 21 and the 25 looking to take the green flag here. Curtis Klinger on the outside of Braden Madsen. Ryan Carlisle here, the 33 on the inside of the 25, staying in front of the number 18 of Brody Brown. Brown in the fourth spot, trying to put a slide job on the 38 of Ryan Carlisle, trying to make it happen, but doesn't quite stick in. They're still on the inside of the 38, 18. Going to the outside of the 25 is Curtis Klinger. Gets it slipping there. Too much gas for the power these things have. Rock and roll. Speedway. 12 laps of the 360 sprints. Super late models come up next. Caution out, lap number 10. Looks like it's going to be Parker Birch. Birch to the outside of the 25 Klinger, the 12 machine down low there. Eric Gann. Oh, the 33 trying to stay out high, but gets into the wall, clipping the wall, sending him around. Bringing the caution out for the third time. I can't remember. Rack them, stack them one more time. 2 laps left to go of this heat number 1 of the 360 sprint cars. The street stocks had honestly a surprisingly really good run yesterday as we were able to finally get through a whole street stock race. Right now, Ryan Carlisle sitting in the third spot. We're going to ride on the IndyCar cam here. Third for the fourth spot coming in hot on the backside of that number 18 of Brody Brown. White flag out for Braden Madsen. The 21 machine coming around 3 and 4 for the checkered flag. Braden Madsen taking the win here tonight. Brody Brown in second with Ryan Carlisle finishing third. Awesome racing out here. Top 5 will be Curtis Klinger in 4th and Eric Gann in 5th. So now we'll jump up for the grid of heat number 2. Starting on the pole, we got Trent, the Wheelman Beeson, in the 32T. Starting to his outside, we got Jamie Tolson in that number 327. Ryan Smith in the 91, starting third with 4th. Going to be Jeffrey West in the W24. Starting 5th, going to be Ryan Newhart in that number 40 machine. Clinton Boyles in the number 13, starting 6th. 7th, going to be Robert Charette with HRH, the majestic one, in that 64. And Landon McKenzie here in the number 22, starting 8th. Tailing the end of the field, so we got 8 cars for 12 laps of heat number 2. The wheelman, Trent Beeson, on the pole with Jamie Tolson. Let's see if Trent will be able to have anything for Tolson as the pace truck pulls off, getting ready to go from the backstretch into 3 and 4. A nice tight formation out of the 2 up front, and I can tell we are going to have a battle. Green flag is out for the wheelman. Jamie Tolson up top. Now moving to the bottom is Trent moves to the outside. Side-by-side action on the backstretch going into 3 and 4. The 327 down low. Trent Beeson in the 321, staying to the outside, trying to find that grip, getting the 360 sprint car here. Acting like a rocket on the outside, but there he goes with the crossover as Jamie Tolson pulls the slide job, fighting back here for the second spot with Ryan Smith. Smith back here is the number 4 of Jeffrey West to his backside tail here. Jamie Tolson in second. Yellow flag is out for the first time, heat number 2. Looks like it's going to be on Clinton Boyles. We're going to check this out here, number 13. Right on the tail side of the 22 Jags machine there. Just gets into the backside of the number 40, the 13, clipping into him as well. Bringing the caution out tonight here for the first time of heat number 2 in the 360 sprint cars. Back up the 321 of the wheelman getting the jump as the green will start on the leader. Coming up into the wall to 91. Well, I think we're going to change that too for the season. I think we should have all starts on the green. There's a yellow flag out here again. The 91 up high. Jags 22 machine going nose to tail. Bringing out the caution for the second time here in heat number 2. Shout it out in the chat. Who are you rooting on here tonight for this 360 sprint car race? Who you wanting to see take hold of the gold for the 360 sprint car feature? Quite a few drivers showed up for the 360 sprints here. Looks like we got a good jump here from Trent Beeson. He's going to try to run away with it. Jeffrey West back here trying to lead Jamie Tolson in the dust. We're right on the in-car here in the 3rd position. Jamie Tolson. He's going to try to work the backside of the 24. Going down low with Jeffrey West. West answered back with a crossover. 4 laps left here to go of this heat number 2. Robert Charette, the majestic one, coming out of nowhere, out of the backside of the backfield. The 64 machine finding his legs here in these 360 sprints with 2 laps left here to go. Right on the inside car cam with Robert Charette. Gets a little slide and slip right up into his nose. Still trying to hang on. Robert Charette by the flag. 2 laps left to go now. 2 laps left to go. out Robert Charette. Awesome race there out of heat number 2 as we get ready to head into heat number 3 for the 360 sprint cars. We got Peyton Caldwell starting here on the pole in that number 99. And starting to his outside here in that number orange Bobcat 18, William Yads. Starting in the 3rd spot, supposed to be Carson Rutzel. There he is in the number 83. And 4th, we got Trey Shad. 5th, we got Austin Cook with the big game Mossy Oak 11 machine. 6th, we got Brayson Riddle in the 17 NOS, 17W NOS. 7th, we got Nicholas Lamb here in the 37 HRH Motorsports Dirt Dog International machine. Look at that thing. And Jaden Wolf here in, is it the 77 or the number 7? We're going to go with the number 7. So we got 8 cars here for 12 more laps of 360 sprint car action. We got about another half hour left until the Super Late Models lobby is up. Here we go, Peyton Caldwell, Carson Rutzel, William Yads in the dust back here in the 2nd spot there. But here he comes from the outside, back up in the 2nd position. Lots of contact here with the 17 of Brayson Riddle up in the front. Caution comes out for the first time. Tiny, tight tracks like this, 360 sprints, lots of horsepower. These guys are antsy. They got to calm down and give a little patience, give a little give and take. That's what this racing needs. We'll reline these guys back up, get them in their spots, and go green flag one more time. Big mess up there into the 3 and 4, excuse me. Big contact. Now we'll restack them, rack them back up, get them in their spots, get them ready to go one more time here as the pace truck gets ready to pull off. Of the 77. Trying to pull a slide down with the 99 of Jaden Wolf here, Peyton Caldwell. To the outside of Jaden Wolf. Trying to hold on by the wall. Caution strikes here again on the speedway. Pace truck is off as the green flag comes out. The 77 in the jump. Right with the 99. Not letting him out of his sight here. As he stays to the outside door panel. The 18, William Ead, trying to make some moves here from the third spot. Trying to gain some time, finding his legs underneath him. The 77 going around a little bit as there's some contact up here with the 99. Taking his front nose wing off. Let's see if it's going to be able to affect the 77, or is he going to be able to hammer down even more? Trying to put a slide job down on the 99. He does. Jaden Wolf now in the second spot. William Ead out front currently. 6 laps down, 6 laps left to go. 77 trying to put the slide job on the 99, not able to make it fully engaged there, but he does there after he gets some contact. This jumpy jump out of Peyton Codwell. We got the caution flying here on the speedway again. Was it a bird? Was it a plane? No, it was Peyton Codwell, the number 99, flying into the inside, just barely missing the tractor tire. But nonetheless, we were stacking after the caution flag come on out there. Nicholas Lamb heading into the pits. Jaden Wolf staying in first. William Ead the second. Trey Shad now moving up into the third spot. Austin Cook in fourth with Peyton Codwell trying to make his way back up, it looks like. Thank you, Louise Penna, for the like. Green flag is out for Jaden Wolf. 9 laps down of 12 here of the third or fourth heat. 360 sprint car. Ripping, rock and rolling. These sprint cars are on a move. Right on the backside bumper here. Mr. Jaden Wolf. Trying to hold these guys off. Jaden Wolf, William Ead taking second. Checkered flag waving. Jaden Wolf winning this heat right here. And yeah, we're going to move into the, this is the consolation, the C main, the B main. It's small, so it's got to be the B main. Starting here on the pole, we got Mr. Eric Gann in the number 12 machine. Starting to his outside with the big game tree stands, Mossy Oak, Austin Cook. Landon McKenzie starting in the third spot. And it doesn't look like anybody else is going to grid, but we will see. Great racing thus far tonight out of these 360 sprint car drivers. It has been an awesome race. And hopefully we have continued great racing. A little bit of cautions. But heat number 2 was on a move here. Man, the 22 getting a little antsy, giving the 12 a little kiss on the rear there. Coming up after the 360 sprint cars, we got the super late model, so you ain't gonna want to go anywhere except for to like go get snacks or use the restroom, but you aren't gonna want to veer too far away from your computer screens or your cellular devices. Three-way start here. Austin Cook way out to the outside. We got 3 cars for 15 laps here. 360 sprint car style. Here at Kokomo Speedway. Contact there with Eric Gann and Austin Cook. Gann falling back just a little bit. Now Landon McKenzie, currently your leader. McKenzie trying to stay in front of Austin Cook here. Cook in the 11 machine trying to work that middle to low line. Eric Gann using that outside line. Austin Cook notices. He's going to try to keep Eric Gann in that 12 machine behind him, but he doesn't. As Eric Gann goes to the outside, side by side with Austin Cook here. Eric Gann acting like a rocket. Right around the outside. We are a third of the way through this race. 10 more laps left to go. Eric Gann looking to knock on the backside door of the 22 of Landon McKenzie. Gann looking for the bottom blind pass. Not able to do so, not quite yet. The outside 1 and 2, down low in 3 and 4 in the 22 of Landon McKenzie trying to hold on to the lead as he's got Eric Gann in the 12. Trying to put a slide job on him once again. Eric Gann looks like he fell back just a little bit there. And now back here with Austin Cook losing a bunch of time. Hanging on to the second spot with 5 laps left here to go. Ride on the cockpit view of the third place spot, Austin Cook. As Cook goes down low there with the Mossy Oak machine, trying not to get into the number 12 with Eric Gann. Which if I'm not mistaken, I believe these guys are teammates. Family. 13 has the 15 on his tail side. 2 laps left to go. The 12, has the 11 on his tail side. With 2 laps left to go. The 22, pitcher down low, almost getting into the tire there, making a white flag come out now. Heading into 1 and 2 to the outside. Landon McKenzie working that Jegs machine on that berm. Trying not to push the marbles back too much further as he checks right up for that win right there. Can't get all excited and stuff if you don't go fast. What are you doing? Oh, that was the C main. This is the B main right here. Robert Charette, the majestic one, starting here on the pole with Big Bacon Media and HRH Motorsports, the 64 machine. Devin Simmons starting in the second spot in that number 15. And starting in the third position, we got Nicholas Lamb and the 37. So 3 more cars. We should have just piled up all 6 of them other guys in one together. Or all 3 of them guys and these guys. Well, whatever. iRacing does funny stuff. Doesn't register when somebody leaves. But 3 more laps for 15 laps of 360 sprint car action. I believe 2 people will not make it. 2 people will not make it. So whether or not the 64 of Robert Charette, the 15 of Devin Simmons, or the 37 of Nicholas Lamb, this will determine whether or not they make the feature event. Here on the start, as the green flag comes out, we're right on the inside car view. Nicholas Lamb. Inside line here, Robert Charette. Devin Simmons going to the inside of Nicholas Lamb in the 15 there. 15 pulling the slide out to 37, holding on to the third. 64, Robert Charette going to run away with this. We ride on the tail of him. Trying to see how far behind Robert Charette these guys actually are, which they're not too far. Robert Charette out here doing his thing in the 360 sprint cars. Devin Simmons holding off Nicholas Lamb here with that purple machine. Nicholas Lamb on the outside getting a little slick, I see. Lamb acting like a rocket around at that time as the 15 of Devin Simmons gets a little loose. Now we will go to the inside car cam here with Devin Simmons to try to see him work his way back up. Lap 7 of 15. We're about halfway. Up to Nicholas Lamb. Devin Simmons here in the purple 15 machine. Just not having the grip on that low side. Well, there he is, poking his nose up in there just a little bit. I wasn't able to see him quite like that, but there we go. Going back out to the pit box field, or the view. Still trying to work the backside of the 37 of Nicholas Lamb. Is 2 laps here to try to catch Nicholas Lamb. Both of these guys not really looking back to looking up to Robert Charette, as Robert Charette's not looking back to these guys. White flag is out. Charette here in the 64 coming around 3 and 4 for the checkered flag finish. Slowing right down at the line. Total disrespect. But now we move on to tonight's 360 sprint car feature event. Starting here on the pole, we got Braden Madsen. Starting to his outside, we got Trent Beeson. Trent, the wheelman, Beeson. Jaden Wolf starting third, with fourth going to be Brody Brown. Jeffrey West in the 24, going to be 5th place if he grids up. Peyton Codwell starting 6th. 7th going to be Ryan Carlisle. 8th, Jamie Tolson. 9th, William Ead. 10th going to be Curtis Klinger. 11th going to be Ryan Smith. 12th is going to be Trey Shad. 13th is going to be Landon McKenzie. 14th is going to be Robert Charette. 15th, Austin Cook. 16th, Nicholas Lamb. 17th going to be Eric Gann. And 18th going to be Devin Simmons. A couple of guys didn't grid up. So that is our field. We're going to have 17 cars for, I believe, 35 laps of non-stop racing action. Hopefully not so many cautions, but we will see what happens in the race here. Coming up to Trent, the wheelman, Beeson, and Braden Madsen as they're going to battle once more. Coming into the feature, looking for the green flag. The 21 of Braden Madsen. The Trent Beeson green flag is out. 77 there contact in the back of the field, bringing the caution out here tonight. Blaming this one on Ryan Carlisle here. Let's give that a check. Clipped by somebody else there, I can tell. 38 over outside after a bunch of clippings and stuff. That was just a toughie there. Tough mess there. We will re-rack these guys up, get them in their spots, get ready to rip, rock, and roll here again. Feature time for the 360 sprint cars. We got TJ Garland over there in the YouTube chat shouting out Nicholas Lamb here. We got some viewers on YouTube and Facebook. Let's run it down. Green flag is out here again. Trying to beast him. The wheelman trying to make it work on that outside. Get a little sideways there right in front of the 24, but acts like a rocket as the 7 machine comes out around. Still hanging on to the second spot here. Brayden Madsen out front. Jaden Wolf here battling Jeffrey West. Right here now, the 91 machine of Ryan Smith. On the inside car here as the caution comes out. Back here into the 7th position, we got Ryan Smith in the number 91 machine behind Robert Trent in the 64, the majestic one. Both of them guys both behind Jamie Tolson. Trying to work their way up through the field here at Kokomo Speedway here in Kokomo, Indiana. Here we get ready to go, the 21 and the 321. Trent, the wheelman beast is the 7 machine to the backside is Jeffrey West, able to get the jump right behind Brayden Madsen. Green flag is out, lap 7 here of 35. Coming up after the 360 sprint cars here in another 7 minutes, the lobby will be up with super late models. Right after that. Back here to Austin, coming to number 11 here as the caution comes out. We're going to go back up to the front and check out exactly why the caution comes out. Let's see here. Looks like William, nope. Curtis Klinger, Nicholas Lamb. Looks like 25 machine, the 37. 4 wide there with Austin Cook way down low. 25 getting up into the wall. Nicholas Lamb clipping into the rear side. Bringing the caution out here tonight for tonight's feature event here at Kokomo Speedway. Get these guys lined up and in their spots correctly. The 360 sprints ready to rip, rock, and go again here at Kokomo Speedway, here in Kokomo, Indiana. Braden Matson and Trent the Wheelman Beeson with Jaden Wolf and Jamie Tolson on their tail feathers. Hey, all you guys out there watching the stream right now, do me a favor, please hit that like and follow button. Also subscribe if you are on our YouTube channel, and check us out here at the Third Dog International. Get in on the action. Green flag is out for the 21 of Braden Matson. Trent Beeson, the Wheelman, making that car known on the outside of that 21 machine, on the tail side, excuse me, not the outside. Ripping the outside right along the backside of the 21. The 327 of Jamie Tolson coming up out of nowhere as well. All these guys trying to use that outside berm as they try to look for the grip. Beeson trying to throw a slide job, not able to make it happen as Jamie Tolson now moves up into the second spot. Watching behind Jamie Tolson right now is Trent Beeson. He's all over the tail feathers of him. Going to the inside. 327 trying to make a move on the outside here. At 14:35, we just got a few more minutes left here of this feature race. Just a few more laps left, excuse me. Trying to make a move behind the 21. They're getting into the lap traffic. The 321 of Trent, the Wheelman Beeson, going around as the initial contact from Jamie Tolson sends him around here for the caution tonight for the 5th time. Hey, a quick question for anybody out there in the chat that's maybe watching Ryan Smith. Is this the same Ryan Smith that runs SNS Speedways there as part of the Pennsylvania posse? Just kind of curious to see if that was him. If anybody could let me know, that'd be greatly appreciated. Again, the 327 to the low side and the 21 now all high. Braden Matson and Jamie Tolson taking a green flag here. Coming into 1 and 2, 327 coming to the backside of the 21. Braden Matson able to get around Jamie Tolson. Ryan Smith. There's the guy I was asking about there. Ryan Smith moving up into the 3rd position here in a 360 sprint cars. Rocking and rolling. Let's go. The 360 sprint cars. Ryan Smith trying to hold his own here on the in the 3rd spot here. He's got somebody going to the inside. Jeffrey West. He finds the grip coming out as West all over the tail side of the rear watch on the inside car here. Right in the cockpit as he tries to work that 3rd spot. 21 laps down to 35. Ripping the outside here is Ryan Smith in the 91. The 24W behind him though, Jeffrey West. Thing out. Just sitting outside, or just into the top 5 here, Robert Stratton. There's Trent Beeson trying to work his way up. He fell back in the 6th position right behind Robert Stratton. Trying to gain gain some momentum here in that 321 machine. Back up front here with Brady Master, Jamie Tolson now working the outside here, lap traffic. Austin Cook staying down low, Eric Gann staying down low, but trying to still hang on to it, not trying to take a lap down. Back here Austin Cook as he's hanging on to the low side as well, trying to get the respect needed for these guys to be able to make their passes around the outside. Braden Madsen now moving up around Eric Gann as well. Gann applying the pressure. Somebody's wrecking on the speedway as we are talking right now. We're going to check that out. I believe it says Curtis Klinger and Brody Brown here, the 25 and the 19, or the 18, excuse me. 25 getting a little loose. To number 18, William Ead and Brody Brown giving the 25 a little kiss to the backside of Klinger there. Klinger going right around. Super late model drivers, if you were wanting to run the super late models, the lobby should be up right now. Head on over and check out the super late models. Braden Madsen, Ryan Smith now. That number 91 machine moving up into the second spot. Again, anybody out there in the chat, if you guys could, let me know. Is that the same Ryan Smith that runs PA Posse there with SNSW Speedway, or SNS Speedway, I mean? Please, if you could, let me know. Green flag is out, Braden Madsen. Ryan Smith in second. Smith kissing the wall a little bit. Robert Charette moving up into the third spot. Right on board here with Robert Charette. Check, or yellow flag comes out again. Somebody on their side not trying to take a pit or a tow, I mean. I'm wondering if somebody's going to give them a help out. We are so glad to be back on YouTube again as well. Broadcasting not only on Facebook, but also YouTube as well. So if you want to go back and check out the broadcast, you are more than welcome. Head on over to the Dirt Dog International YouTube page. You can go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Green flag is out. Charette in the third position behind Ryan Smith and Braden Madsen. At 29 of 35. Making it 30 of 35 as they come by the flag into 1 and 2 now. Robert Charette to the inside, 3 wide with a 91 to the outside here. Ryan Smith trying to hold off Trent Beeson now, the wheelman. Making his way back up into the third spot here, battling the 64 machine of Robert Charette. 3 laps left here to go. Ryan Smith down low. That 91, Trent Beeson trying to gain some ground on Braden Madsen. As Madsen's working through the lap traffic, coming around for the checkered flag here. Out of 3 and 4. Braden Madsen taking tonight's feature event in the 360 sprint cars. Trent Beeson in second. And third being Ryan Smith. Awesome racing here out of the 360 sprint cars division. These guys do great. It was kind of caution fest, but they fixed it out right in towards the end. Able to pull it together just to have an awesome finish. Trent Beeson falling to the back, working his way back up. These guys, awesome driving out of these guys. And we will pull up tonight's results here real quick so we can go over absolutely everything and where everybody finished. So it looks like taking tonight's victory, Braden Madsen, Trent Beeson in second, and Ryan Smith third. Robert Charette taking fourth with HRH Motorsports. Fifth going to be Jeffrey West. Sixth, William Ead. Seventh going to be Brody Brown. Eighth going to be Eric Gann. Ninth going to be Austin Cook. 10th going to be Devin Simmons. Curtis Klinger finishing 11th. 12th going to be Landon McKenzie. 13th going to be Jamie Tolson. 14th, Jaden Wolf. And 15th going to be Nicholas Lamb with Lamb's Motorsports. 16th going to be Trey Shad. And 17th going to be Ryan Carlisle. 18th being Peyton Codwell. So that is tonight's feature results from the 360 sprint cars. Don't go anywhere. So we have the super late models coming up right after this. All right, is everybody ready for the super late models here at Kokomo Speedway? These drivers are filing in, and it is time that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask you to please stand up and remove your hats as we do tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the super late models looking to kick off the show for the second class for tonight's racing here. We got a few of these drivers kicking in and ready to get the show on the way, but they have still about 10 more minutes left to practice, so bear with us. Now is a good time to head on out to the kitchen, get some snacks, get something to drink, use the restroom, wash your hands, please. Everybody out there, make sure you wash your hands, and we'll be right back right after this in just a few minutes with some heat action with the super late models here with the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing, presented by Chummy Motorsports, Ayers Eye Race and Paints, JLJ Enterprise Incorporated, Lamb's Custom Decals, and the Dirt Dog Internationals themselves. everybody. We are getting ready now to go take a peek at the HRH Motorsports weather report of the evening here for the super late models. 67 degrees Fahrenheit and 64% humidity. Partly cloudy with no wind at all here in Kokomo, Indiana. We're at the quarter mile dirt oval, that is Kokomo Speedway, for the super late models. Taking up the show for heat number 2, or for show number 2 here. So we'll get ready to rip, rock, and roll in just another few seconds, and we'll be ready to grid up for heat number 1. All right, here we got the starting grid for heat number 1. Landon McKenzie starting on the pole. Well, it looks like it says me next to him. Wow. Wow, I'm out there. Look at that. I'm doing good. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not out there. I don't know why it says that. Brody Brown's supposed to be third, but it doesn't look like he's going to make it. Brayson Riddle starting 4th and 5th. Going to be Cole Wallace. 6th. Going to be Logan Romney. 7th, Robert Charette. 8th, going to be Devin Simmons. And tailing the end of the field, 9th, Austin Cook. So we're going to have 9 cars for, I believe, 10 laps. I could be wrong. 12 laps. No, 15 laps. I can't remember. I think it's 15. I don't even know why it says I'm even in there. Here we go, Landon McKenzie, Brayson Riddle, Cole Wallace, and Robert Charette. One more time around under pace with green flag action here for heat number 1 of the super late models here with the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing. I have no clue what I just witnessed there. We are still under caution. What are these guys doing out here, ladies and gentlemen? Landon McKenzie going over. Let's check it out again from this view. The 7 getting into him. Pushing him around, just shoving him around and sending him up on his lid. Landon McKenzie there going up over and rolling right on over there. Uh-oh, we're going to have this problem again. No. Oops, wrong one. We'll reline these guys up, stack them and rack them, and get it underway. Whoa, what is going on? Black screen. Stuff's happening. We're ready to go again. Here we go. Get ready for the green flag. re-racked up and stacked one more time. Landon McKenzie, Brayson Riddle, green flag is out. The number 7 behind him, trying to go to the inside here. Looks like there's a lot of number 7s out here tonight. So we have that stuff popping up on the screen. We don't need none of that. McKenzie falling back to the 3rd spot here. Logan Romney moving up in front of him into the 2nd spot in that number 7 machine. Brayson Riddle going to stay out front. I believe we got a caution out again. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Brayson Riddle, Logan Romney, Landon McKenzie. We're having a little bit of a software issue here. But we got her underway here. Lap 4. We're under yellow flag. Green flag is out. Brayson Riddle the inside of Logan Romney. Both the number 7. Oh, I believe the 796 is the blue and red yet. Here, green flag is out. And we have a caution here again. Let's go ahead and see if we can see exactly why that came out. Looks like Mr. Robert Shred. No, Landon McKenzie here again, bringing the caution out. Check this out. Trying to stay to the inside of the 11 of Austin Cook, but ends up getting into the inside, yeah, with his outside, sending him around the nose piece. Gone off of that star machine there. Very unfortunate there for Landon McKenzie. We head back to the actual live feed here. Brayson Riddle in the 2nd spot. Logan Romney in 1st. Or are they going to re-rack them? They're going to restack them into the real spots here. Robert Shrek getting the wave around, I believe. Green flag is out. Logan Romney now getting the jump on Austin Cook and Brayson Riddle. Super late models here at Kokomo Speedway. Here banging and clanging in the back. Heat number 1 is underway as we are just hitting halfway over home. 6 laps left here to go. Well, we will re-rack these guys, stack them up, get ready to go one more time here. Heat number 1 of the super late models. Green flag is out. Brayson Riddle getting the jump on Logan Romney. Landon McKenzie moving his way back up through the field. On the outside, Riddle not having much room from Romney there. On the outside of that, baby, look at him go. The outside berm, number 7s, both of the guys up front ripping it. Trying to stay off of that wall here. 3 laps left to go. Heat number 1. White flag is out here for Brayson Riddle, Landon McKenzie, Robert Charette. Last top 3 on the lead lap here. At least I could be wrong here. Logan Romney might be on the lead lap. But the checker flag waving, Brayson Riddle taking the win. Landon McKenzie second. Robert Charette in third, I believe. Now to pull up the starting grid for heat number 2 here. We got Eric Gann starting on the pole in that 51 machine. Starting the Gann's outside, we're going to have the 37 of Nicholas Lamb. Starting behind the 51 here, we got the 320, or the 32T, excuse me, of Trent, the wheelman beast. William Ead's supposed to start in the 4th spot to the outside here. A beast of Dalton Hayden in the 989 with HRH Motorsports. Starting in the 5th spot. Starting to the outside here with Anthony, the ice cream man. Karf representing Chummy Motorsports. And then number 90 machine. Chummy Miller himself supposed to be 7th. And Jason Rochelle supposed to be 8th, but it does not look like they're going to grid up. So it looks like we're going to have 4 cars. Extreme Dirt Racing out there shouting out Anthony Karf. Rooting on the ice cream man here tonight. 4 cars. Karf to the outside of Hayden, starting in the 4th spot. Eric Gannon first. Oh, looks like no, actually Karf going to move on up to the lead here. Dalton Hayden going to move up to the 4th position to the outside of the 32T, as they did not grid up. And here we go, Trent, the wheelman Beeson, getting onto the rear side of the 51 of Eric Gann. The pace truck is off the track. Number 90 slacking off a little bit there on that start. Letting Dalton Hayden get around him there. Didn't want to make any mistakes. Mess anybody up. Not too sure what's going on there. But 32T trying to hang on to her. Letting that front end just come up off the ground here. Trent, the wheelman, beats him. Battling side by side here with Eric Gann. Ride on the in-car cam here on the gyro spin with Eric Gann as he rips it here on the low side, getting a little sideways there. Ended up letting Dalton Hayden get around him. We're going to watch on the left side rear of Mr. Dalton Hayden as he moves up into the 2nd position. Go on the inside car cam now with him as the cameraman does not want to make up his mind. They're ripping it outside here. Dalton Hayden in the 989 trying to track down the 32T of Trent Beast. Anthony Karf in the number 90 machine trying to hang on to this thing here as we ride to the cockpit. As he comes around 1 and 2 out of the back stretch up into the wall, making a little contact there. 90 machine having troubles here. That Kokomo Speedway is still hanging out of the 4th spot. William Eads, Nicholas Lamb, Chummy Miller, and Jason Rochelle all not gridding up. Eric Gann holding on to the 3rd spot here on the 51 machine. Dalton Hayden in the 989 trying to hang on to 2nd and track down the 32T of Trent Beeson. We're going to ride behind. On the backside bumper here with Beeson as he gets up to the wall as we can almost get wall of kiss there. Mwah. Ripping, rocking, rolling here for heat number 2 of the Super Late Models. Getting around lap traffic with 51, Eric Gann. Almost in contact there with Gann, but Gann able to hang on to her to the inside of the 32T. White flag out for Trent Beeson, Dalton Hayden there again. Checker flag waving. Trent, the wheelman Beeson, taking home the victory. Now we get to head right into tonight's feature event. Starting on the pole, we got Brayson Riddle and Trent Beeson, the wheelman. Right there he is, the wheelman himself. Landon McKenzie starting in the 3rd spot there. If his CV grid's up, it doesn't look like he will. Dalton Hayden starting to his outside in the 989, just a romping that thing. Robert Shred in the 64 machine. There's Landon McKenzie here. The star to the inside of the 989. Here's the 64 machine of Robert Shred. To the inside of the 51 of Eric Gann. Cole Wallace in the number 741. To the inside of the 90 machine. Anthony, the ice cream man carve. Tailing the end of the Super Late Model field here tonight, Logan Romney in that number 7 car. So we're going to have 9 cars here for 40 laps of Super Late Model action here at Kokomo Speedway. Coming up next, right after this lobby here in another 18 more minutes, we will have the Legend cars to end off the night right after these Super Lates. So keep a close eye on that. Here we go. I'm also getting word from the chat from the ice cream man himself. This is his first time out on the track here in Super Late Models. He is doing great, man. He ain't too bad. Grayson Riddle running away with it as the checker or yellow flag comes flying out here tonight. Check to see what that was on. It looks like it's saying Mr. Eric Gann or Landon McKenzie. 7 getting into the 32T there, the 989, and the star makes some contact. Logan Romney as well, also with the 51 of Eric Gann. Trent Beeson now. Right on the tail side, that 32T machine on the backside of the 796. Caution strikes here again on the speedway. Only 7 cars, 8 cars out on the track. Tight racing here in the Super Late Model division. Battle after battle, slide job after slide job. It does not matter. We are going to be ripping, rock and rolling one more time as we get ready to rip the super late models. Following the super late models here right after this race, we got the legend cars coming up right here at Kokomo Speedway. Really curious to see how these legend car drivers do. I believe it should be some really, really good racing here. Here we go. Green flag is out racing Riddle, Trent, the wheelman Beeson, and Dalton Hayden. Hayden holding on to the third spot here. So we're going to ride on the cockpit view here with Dalton Hayden. He battles here with Logan Romney. Romney getting out front. Try to hold off Mr. Dalton Hayden there in the 989 machine. Trent Beeson though, trying to track him down. Lap 6. We got caution striking the speedway again. Dalton Hayden. Dalton? I don't think it was Dalton. We're going to check anyway. See right now the 989 here behind the 7 car. Dalton Hayden getting up on that high side into the cushion. Slams right into the wall with the nose of that baby. Very unfortunate for the 989 of Dalton Hayden. We're going to be playing around with our stream. We're going to be maybe making it look a little different coming up within the next few weeks. And the green flag is out, so bear with us. Let's get the show on the road. Ripping, rock and rolling, Grayson Riddle and Trent Beeson. Logan Romney in third with Eric Ann in fourth. Super late model race here. Shout it out in the chat. Who are you rooting on here for the super late models? We got Grayson Riddle, Logan Romney, Trent Beeson in third. Some contact there with the 7 of Logan Romney and the ice cream man of Anthony Karf. We got to go back and check that out. Karf here as we ride in the chopper view. A little door slam there from the 7 machine. Karf trying to hang on to his lap, trying not to go down, but the 7 machine not trying to lose any time or any spots as he ends up getting real rough with the 90 machine of Anthony Karf. We'll see if admins and race control decide to send Mr. Logan Romney back to the back of the pack for that. Robert Schreck third, Eric England fourth. Logan Romney now in the fifth spot. Caution striking the speedway here again, lap 16 of 40. For the green flag to fly now. Trent Beasley in the second spot. Grayson Riddle out front. Anthony Carf getting away from him, getting back onto the lead lap. Next time around, I believe will be green flag racing here for the super late models at Kokomo Speedway here in Kokomo, Indiana. Oh, the green flag right now. Look at that. Green flag. Trent Beasley getting out of the second spot. Robert Schrank, 64. Knocking on the backside door here, breaks it Riddle. The 796 out front. Charge Motorsports, of course, Dirt Dog International. outside for a few laps there with Trent Beeson behind Grayson. We'll see Beeson can really moves to try to get the slide jobber to work here. Going for it early in the 5 laps left. Not even Beeson on the backside. Up Grayson early. Back here with Robert Schratt on the tail side of the lap traffic of Landon McKenzie. Right on the inside car. Majestic one. Robert Schratt using that low line just like the sight for sore eyes here. The yellow flag comes on out. Taking second. Third going to be Trent Wilson in that 32T. Awesome racing here on the Super Late Models. We have just another 2 more minutes before the Super or the Legend cars get ready to rip, rock, and roll. So don't go anywhere, as we'll be right back right after this. All right, now we're going to pull out tonight's feature results here from the Super Late Models. We got Brayson Riddle finishing here tonight with the victory over Logan Romney and Trent the Wheelman Beeson. Fourth going to be Robert Schratt with HRH Motorsports. In top 5 going to be Landon McKenzie. Sixth is Eric Gans. Seventh going to be Anthony the Ice Cream Man Carf with Chummy Motorsports. Cole Wallace finishing 8th. 9th going to be Dalton Hayden. 10th going to be William E. Eds. 11th going to be Austin Cook. 12th, Chubby Miller, who did not actually make the track at all. He's got Chubby Motorsports on his thing as well. None of the other guys made the race at all here. I know because I'm in that list. For some reason, it should not be adding me. But the Legend cars here, all Legend drivers, if you're wanting to get in on the Legend cars, well, now is the time. The Legend lobby should be up, and we'll be right back after this with some Legend car racing right at Kokomo Speedway. All right, race fans and everybody out there, welcome back to the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. We have the Legend cars coming up right now here at Kokomo Speedway. We got about 4 drivers in there so far. Hopefully we can try to get some attention. Go ahead and share this video out and try to get some guys in here, man. Legends cars, let's go. Hosted lobby, broadcasted and everything. Let's get it on. Right now, though, you guys already know that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time that I ask you to please stand up and remove your hats as we do tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, that was our national anthem here before the Legends take off and get ready to do their thing. About 5 drivers listed so far. Like I said, share this video out. Hopefully we can get some attention here for the Legends class. Otherwise, we don't like broadcasting just like 5 races because, I mean, it is kind of boring. Even to you guys, like, I wouldn't want to put you guys through that or anything like that. So help us share this thing out and we'll get this thing underway and ready to rip, rock, and roll. Alrighty, so far it looks like we got about 6 drivers out here, with 7th making the field right now. Trying to get this out to everybody and anybody that wants to get in on the Legends. Just a few more minutes, probably about another 10 minutes left of practice. So we're ready to fire the cylinders for tonight's Legends Heats event. Just a few more minutes. And we will be rip, rock, and rolling. But we are going to head over now to the HRH Motorsports weather report for tonight's Legends racing going on here at Kokomo Speedway. So here at Kokomo for the Legends, it's 72 degrees out with 71% humidity. It's cloudy and the wind has picked back up from the super late models, kicking the dirt and dust around, creating a vortex around the track. There's 10 miles an hour winds. For the quarter mile, that is the dirt oval of Kokomo Speedway. We got about 9 drivers so far listed into the Legends cars. So we're going to get ready to rip, rock, and roll Legends style, baby. Here we go. The moment you guys have all been waiting for, these Super Legends. They're going to finish up practice another 30 seconds and we'll be ready to go heat racing for Legends. Just trying to finish up the last few laps before they get hauled into the pits and get ready for their lineups for their heats. Everything is a pill draw right into the heat racing, and then everything after the feature or heat racing you will race in to determine where you will start for the feature spot. Looks like they're pulling the plug on practice now as we head into heat number 1. We got that 69 machine of Dylan Schrum starting here on the pole. Landon McKenzie here in the number 22 machine starting in the second spot with the 11 of Austin Cook starting third. Eric Gann in the 51 starting fourth with Dustin Lamb in the number 10 machine with Lamb's Motorsports. And then tailing the end of the field here, Dustin Bloom. Which actually, I believe Dustin Lamb's going to tail the end of the field here. That number 10 machine. But we got heat number 1 getting ready to go underway. Landon McKenzie and Austin Cook are going to take the green flag. 10 laps of Legend Car heat action here only on the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. Green flag out for the Legend cars here. Landon McKenzie, Austin Cook getting a run on the low side there. Able to get around the 22. The 22 getting into the rear bumper side. That right side of the number 10 machine. But here goes Dustin Lamb on the outside here as they go almost 3 wide for the second spot. Eric Gann here in the 51 machine going low of the 11 of Austin Cook. Dustin Lamb not trying to get into the 22 side. The left side there, the 22 of Landon McKenzie trying to go around the outside, losing a little bit of time here. We got Dustin Bloom now on 1 lap down here, trying to gain some time on the backside of these guys. Dustin Lamb still working from the backside as we go right in the cockpit view here with Dustin Lamb. Ripping here, Kokomo Speedway. These cars are ridiculous here. Let me tell you what, the 22 right in front of the 10 machine here as they go into 3 and 4 here, the number 8. Trying to gain some time on Dustin Lamb, not able to do so. Getting a little squirrely here, Dustin Bloom. Lap 5 of 10, Austin Cook falling back into the second spot. Eric Gann in the 51 now running away with it. As we go to the gearbox to watch behind Eric Gann. We have a caution out for the first time here in the Legend cars, a heat number 1. side of Dustin Lamb here. Getting a little sideways, almost coming down into the victory lane there. As he heads into 1 and 2, he gets a little sideways, spinning right around. Just giving her a little too much goose on the gas. So we will re-rack these guys, stack them up, and get ready to rip, rock, and roll one more time. 4 cars remaining, heat number 1. As we got 4 laps left to go. Dustin Lamb tailing the end of the field. Landon McKenzie starting 3rd after the restart here. Austin Cook in 2nd with Eric Gann out front. Gann, Cook, McKenzie, pace trucks off the back stretch, heading down into 3 and 4 now. Eric Gann looking for the green flag. Austin Cook not far off of his tail side there, the 22. Trying to stay to the inside of the 11, makes a little contact as they go into the 1 and 2 there. Onto the back stretch, the 22, Landon McKenzie. Having one from the 11 machine. Austin Cook trying to make his way up through as well. As I believe we are still green. Eric Gann still trying to hang on to the lead here. Somebody going backwards on the track. Yellow flag is out. My little cheater thing ain't gonna tell me exactly who it was, so I will not be checking the replay out. Here we go. 2-lap shootout here for the end of the heat number 1 here. Austin Cook on the tail side of Eric Gann, looking to get a better jump this time. Eric Gann taking a green flag as the green flag is waving. Dustin Lamb getting a little sideways there, giving it up to Landon McKenzie. We are green flag ripping. 2 laps left here to go. Eric Gann trying to do his best to hold off Austin Cook. Right on the tail side here on the 51 machine. Trent, you are not kidding, bro. I gotta be up mad early myself. 3 o'clock in the morning comes way too fast. Eric Gann leading this thing off, taking the checker flag for heat number 1. So starting on the grid, on the pole here for heat number 2, we got Nicholas Lamb with Lamb's Motorsports in that 37 machine. Oh, excuse me, the number 1 machine. Here, the number 7, we got Jake Montoya starting in 2nd. 3rd, we're going to have Blake Bailey here in the number 12 machine. And tailing the end of the field, we got the 64, the majestic one, Robert Charette. 4 cars for 10 laps of legend car heat action. Everybody is going to make the feature, so there will be no consolation racing here tonight for these legends, and we will be able to rip, rock, and roll, getting tonight's racing underway. If you or anybody out there want to get on the action, go over to the Dirt Dog International Developmental League in the UI and go ahead and apply yourself. Season starts in October. And the race starts right now as the green flag comes flying out. 3 wide for the 2nd position. Robert Charette down low in the 64 machine of Nicholas Lamb in the number 1, falling back into the last place spot in 4th. Blake Bailey now in the 12 machine, going to hang on to the second spot, trying to track down Robert Charette here. The 12 machine trying to hold off the 7 back there of Jake Montoya. Montoya going down to the inside of Blake Bailey. A little bit of blinking from Blake, it looks like there. Not sure what happened to Nicholas Lamb. It says he crashed, but I don't think that's true. I think he's still out there. He is still out there. He's just falling back a little bit. Blake Bailey trying to hang on. We're getting a little loose here as we go to the inside cockpit cam. Lap 4 of 10. Trying to rip it up here at Kokomo Speedway in the Legend cars. Every one of our series, though, we have 6 different series. Dirt Street Stocks, 358 Modifieds, Super Challenger, front-wheel drive Kia Optimas, 360 Sprint Cars, Super Late Model, and these right here, the Legend cars. If you want to get in on any of this action, make sure you head on over to the UI, apply to our league, jump in our Discord, and just be watching out for our post here on Facebook as well. Everybody on YouTube, if you would, subscribe to our YouTube and follow us over on Facebook at the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. And we have all kinds of racing going on for everybody. It does not matter if you have a suggestion, anything like that, just throw it out there. We got racing for everybody. We're trying to do for the iRacing community. Robert Charette, lap 8 here of 10. 3 laps left to go of this heat. We're going to watch behind him as it looks like he is kind of dog walking these guys a little bit, running away as fast as he can. Blake Bailey now coming by the flag stand, going down into 1 and 2 here in that 12 machine. Caution strikes as we check that out. I believe that's going to be Robert. No, that's going to be Nicholas Lamb. I'm going to check to see what happens onto the back stretch. So he goes down into 3 and 4, getting a little hippity-hoppity and shooting for the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Nicholas Lamb trying to ramp his Legend car here at Kokomo Speedway. So we will go back to live and get ready to go where these boys have never gone before with Legend cars. And that's to Kokomo Speedway here at Kokomo, Indiana. Robert Charette going to take the green flag. And the green flag is out. Trying to hold off the 12 of Blake Bailey and Jake Montoya on the 7 machine down low. Robert Charette, they're all bunched up last 2 laps here of a 2-lap shootout for heat number 2. Green flag ripping Robert Charette. Now got Blake Bailey to the inside. White flag is out. Jake Montoya falling off just a little bit here. The 12 car trying to go to the inside. Robert Charette able to hang on to it as they come by. The checkered flag waving. Robert Charette taking the win at heat number 2. Blake Bailey in second. Jake Montoya in third. Awesome racing here in the Legends division. But now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, that we pull up the grid for tonight's feature event. Starting here on the pole, we got the 51 machine of Eric Gann. Starting to his outside, we have the number 64 with HRH Motorsports. We got Robert Charette, the majestic one. Starting in the third spot here, we got the number 11 of Austin Cook. And then starting to his outside, we got the number 12 of Blake Bailey. There's Robert Charette. Starting fifth, we have the 22 of Landon McKenzie. Sixth, Jake Montoya. 7th, we got the number 10 machine of Dustin Lamb and Nicholas Lamb with the number 1. Both Lambs with Lambs Motorsports. Dustin Bloom tailing the end of the field here in the number 8 machine. So we're going to have 9 cars for 30 laps of 30-lap Legend Car Mayhem at Kokomo Speedway. Ripping, rockin', rolling, Eric Gann, Robert Charette, Austin Cook, and Blake Bailey. Legend Cars action you will not want to miss. Get in on the action. Apply for your National Development League. Come on in and make the racing a better place. The green flag is out here for Robert Charette and Eric Gann. Battling. Coming out of 3 and 4, heading down into 1 and 2, the 64 machine. Trying to make some moves. 4 wide back here. Landon Jake Montoya and Landon McKenzie. Both side by side there in the middle of Dustin Lamb, who was down low of the 4 wide. And now we're going to keep her clean and green here. Robert Charette trying to hang on to the second spot using that outside air game. Going to try to run away with it. Riding on the inside car here with Robert Charette now in the 64 machine. Trying to track down the 51 of Eric Gann here. Yellow flag is waving for the first time with a feature for the Legend Cars tonight. Looks like this one's going to be on Landon McKenzie here. Number 1 machine in the middle of, or the 22 machine in the middle of 3 wide there. The 7 though, getting the clip on the inside quarter panel, sending the 22 around the 11 of Austin Cook. Also getting into that mix, bringing him around the rest of the way. Very unfortunate there for Landon McKenzie here in the Legend Cars. Kind of been getting beat up all night here, McKenzie has. But we have had a pretty good night of racing here. The 360 sprint cars, the super late models, and now we are on to the Legend Cars. We have 6 classes of racing all together in our league coming up. We have the dirt street stocks, the 358s, the super challengers, the 360s, the super lates, and these Legend Cars. The super challengers are the front wheel drive Kia Optimas that we do indeed run on dirt, and they are a lot of fun. We should have a blast doing our season come up this October. Green flag is out here for Eric Gann and Robert Charette. Blake Bailey now pulling up into the 3rd spot here. Some contact. Almost sending somebody around. It looked like almost Nicholas Lamb. Couldn't quite tell who it was though. Blake Bailey battling with Jake Montoya on the outside, blinking in and out in that 7 machine a little bit. We're going to try to run on the front right quarter panel here as the 12 machine here is trying to track down the 51 of Eric Gann. And the cockpit view as well. Being able to ride right on with these drivers is such a dream here, as they are 7 laps down of 30 here at Kokomo in these Legend Cars. Shout it out in the chat who you guys want to see take this victory home in the feature here of the Legend Cars. Eric Gann currently in the lead. He's got Blake Bailey, Robert Charette, and Jake Montoya on his tail side. Austin Cook pulling up the top 5. Blake Bailey pulling the 2nd spot with Robert Charette not far off. Her ride on the in-car cam here. Right in the driver's seat with Robert Charette. Charette behind the number 12. He's got the 8 car of Dustin Bloom there. Not too far off. And ready to go a lap down. Trying to put him down. Robert Charette going to work the inside line. Bobby Jones shooting out, or shouting out the Eric Gann here. Valerie Andrews rooting on Robert Charette. Dirt Street Stocks will be not next week, but the week after that. Every other week we are running recruitment racing, and there's only 1 week left of recruitment racing before the season starts. So it is action. Actually, no, there's two left. Sorry, 2 left. Sorry, there's 2 recruitment races left before the season starts. Dirt Street Stocks will not be tonight. Legend Cars here are going to end our show tonight. But the Dirt Street Stocks will start the show on Monday. Here in 2 weeks, I will put out a flyer. Make sure you follow us here at the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. And we will have all the information out for you right now. Trent, I do not have the next track right this second, so I will not be able to let you know that, but once we get the flyer posted up stuff, you guys will be able to have 2 weeks to practice. I should be able to get the flyer done tomorrow night. So we're getting ready to go green flag racing here. Legend Cars double file here. Kind of a fast start. I see Blake Bailey, Eric Gann battling side by side. Robert Charette here in the 3rd spot. Battling with Blake Bailey here. Eric Gann going down low. Shredding the 64 is the 11 of Austin Cook to his tail side. These guys are ripping it up here in these Legend Cars. Blake Bailey on the tail side. Or on the outside of Robert Charette here. Charette trying to put the moves on the inside there, giving the 12 machine just a smidge bump there. Trying to hang with Robert Charette as the number 12 as the caution strikes us again. This time on Dustin Lamb. Oh, that's Jake Montoya, sorry. Dustin Lamb here in the number 10 machine. 10 car going to the inside of the 11, getting a little too low and spinning her around. Able to try to keep her going, just not able to do so before the caution goes flying. So we'll get these guys racked up and stacked and ready to go. Eric Gann, Blake Bailey, Robert Charette, Austin Cook. Pace truck is off. Lap 16 of 30. We're halfway home with this Legend Car feature. Green flag out. Eric Gann, Blake Bailey, Robert Charette, Austin Cook. Eric Gann staying to the low side there, trying to hold off Blake Bailey. Right on the gearbox here with Gann. It's the back bumper showing us everything that number 12 is trying to do on the outside, but the 51 able to just get underneath it just a little bit better as he's trying to hold these guys off. Lap 19 of 30. We're almost 10 laps left here to go. Blake Bailey on board here now. Trying to use that low side as well, but the setup he's using must be just not sticking down there. Not quite enough there. Following right behind the number 51 of Eric Gann. Now we ride on the bumper cam here with the number 12 machine as we see Robert Charette there coming into frame. Charette trying to hang on to that third spot behind Blake Bailey here in the number 12 machine. Caution strikes the speedway here, lap 22. Looks like this one's saying Jake Montoya. The number 7 machine getting to the outside here. Trying to find that grip anywhere they can take it. Clips into the wall just a little bit. Going into 1 and 2. He's over on his lid. Very unfortunate there for the number 7 as he gets around the wheels and keeps her going. Might be able to finish out this race here in that number 8 machine. I think it was the 7 machine. Sorry, number 7. Go back up here with Blake Bailey. Right on the backside of Eric Gann. And this green flag drops. The green flag is out. Blake Bailey getting the jump on Eric Gann, trying to go to the outside here again. 7 laps left here, or 8 laps, excuse me, of this race here left to go. Low caution strikes again, lap 23. Time the number 8 machine and the 7 Jake Montoya, Dustin Bloom. Bloom able to get around Montoya here. Bloom going around Montoya, now able to get around Bloom. Bringing the caution out tonight for the 4th time here in this legend car feature. Lights are off the pace truck one more time around, and we're going green flag racing. The 51, the 12, the 64. Green flag out. Eric Gann taking a green flag here with Blake Bailey not too far on his tail. Looks like caution back out on the speedway. Lights are off the truck again. Let's see if we can get these guys settled down and ready to rip, rock, and roll. Here we go, the truck going off. Eric Gann in the 51, the 12, and Blake Bailey. Green flag is waving here again. Gann using that bottom side, showing what the legend cars can do here at Kokomo Speedway. Using the legend or the low line or the 12 machine behind him. Blake Bailey gonna follow right in suit. Robert Charette in the 64 machine not too far off. And these guys we ride on the inside car. Kansas Charette staying to the outside, trying to work it. You hear him getting into the gas a little bit there. Brr, brr, brr. Trying to hang on to her. Blake Bailey coming up a little bit out of the low line there, I see. Eric Gann going to try to hold these guys off. Lap 26 of 34 laps left here to go. Number 8 machine of Dustin Bloom being lap traffic, trying to let these guys get by as as cleanly as they can. The 51 of Eric Gann doing so. Blake Bailey doing so. I believe Robert Charette as well doing as well. Here comes the number 1 of Nicholas Lamb to the outside of the 11 of Austin Cook. Moving up into the 4th spot, Nicholas Lamb is behind Robert Charette. Blake Bailey now has Robert Charette using that outside, trying to gain some time on him. Not able to do so here. Eric Gann just looking to run away with it. As he comes around 3 and 4 for the white flag waving. Right on the backside view here of the 51 machine for the last lap. Eric Gann looking to put another one under his belt here for the Legend Cars. Checker flag waving. The 51 of Eric Gann taking tonight's Legend Car victory with Robert Charette moving into the 2nd spot. Wow, we got to go back and see that. Let's go back and check out Robert Charette. What is going on? It won't let me rewind, so we're going to have to do it this way. This way. So we're going to rewind a little bit and see exactly the ending there. Robert Charette to the outside of the 12 machine of Blake Bailey. Blake Bailey trying to put the slide job on the inside there, but Charette just had it coming by the checker flag right there. Able to pull the victory out tonight out of the Legends. Eric Gann, Robert Charette in 2nd, Blake Bailey in 3rd. Awesome racing out of these guys here. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to come in and race with us. It's open to anybody. All you guys out there that want to come race with us, just come and get in on the action, man. Under-hosted. Every other week we run recruitment racing. There's only 2 weeks left before you can get in on the season. Get in on the season while you can. You're going to want to compete for the points because we have awesome prizes for points champions coming up. T-shirts. We're looking to get some trophies in. So we will go over tonight's results here for the Legends class one more time as we check it out here right now. Eric Gann finishing tonight on the pole here in the lead, with Robert Charette taking 2nd just barely from Blake Bailey. Bailey was trying to hold up a fight there, had 2nd for quite a while, but Robert Charette just able to make her come out of nowhere and work that Legend car. Bailey taking 3rd with Austin Cook in 4th, Jake Montoya in 5th. 6th going to be Nicholas Lamb, 7th Dustin Lamb, 8th going to be Dustin Bloom, 9th Landon McKenzie, and Dylan Trump tailing the end of the field. Again, guys, like I said, this league is open to anybody. We want everybody and anybody that wants to come in and participate. Come on in. We are welcoming anybody and everybody with open arms. And we love all you guys out there, all you Dirt Dog fans, all you race fans in general, all you drivers. Stay safe, stay healthy, do what you got to do. Make sure you go see your doctors and eat your greens and stuff. And if you do anything bad, make sure you name it after me. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy. Until next time.